clear. All right, con. All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, tell us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasharala. The Church of Philadelphia camp. Once again, come back out here with another lesson. And like as the title says, you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, you're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. All right, the Lord is just getting warmed up. There's got to be a lot of things have to happen, and uh, one of the main things that we're waiting for is the RFID microchip. And I hope I didn't mess up, because I think I might have jacked up my current event. So just bear with me. I think I did. Now I'll find it though. Through the Spirit. All things is through the Spirit, man. All right? Just bear with me. Baba Kosha. It's going into the war. And well, basically, those three uh military men were put to death over there in Iran with the drone and all that. I wanted to get into that. To that and even if I can't find that one, I got another one, but that's the one I had queued up. So just bear with me, Baba Kashad. All right, that's all you're hearing about. Okay, getting closer. Matter of fact, I might read that article. It's man, you might go to that one. Like I said, you're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, but the end is not yet, and all these things is gearing up to those wars. But the ultimate war, I'm gonna say this: F World War III, man. We know that's coming, but the ultimate war to end all wars is that war in heaven, man. Going into Revelations, when Yahweh Shah returns, even going into Second Ezra's. I think it's the 13th chapter. You know, Matter of fact, let's get this. It says Iran issues threat to Joe Biden over a response to U.S. Troop deaths, and this is kind of going into it, but I can read this article. All right, since I had lost my other one, which is pretty jacked up, but can't quench the spirit. All right, so it's the article right here. It's in Newsweek. It says Iran issues threat to Joe Biden over response to U.S. troops' deaths. All right, but you see the article right here. All right, and yeah, man, like that's like a major thing, and that's also let you know that these other militaries that's on the planet now, they're not scared of America. They tired of Babylon. They're sick of Babylon shenanigans. All right, but it says this is 1 day ago. It was posted. It says Tehran has vowed to respond to any threat from the United States as anticipation grows over Washington's next move after the killing of 3 American American servicemen by Iranian-linked militias. All right, militants, Salakia, militants. And yo, now check it out. The number that strikes me is three, because it was three, and they was all Jake. Did not the Lord say His judgment shall begin at the house of Israel? You know, that's what He's doing. So you got to understand that. And them dudes, they ain't had no business in that war, man. But the Lord put them there for a reason, because He's going to show His power ultimately, and at the end of the day, you know. But this is not no coincidence, man. You know, all these things are happening for a reason, because Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Arachakadas is about to tear this place down and remove it. Why? Because this place is the nucleus of all wickedness in this times that we're living in. All right, that's why these all the other nations, they're about to be angry, man. But anyway, I don't want to jump the gun. Keep reading. It says President Joe Biden said on Tuesday he had decided how the U.S. would retaliate to the strike, to the strike on Tower 22 military base in Northeast Jordan on Sunday. And what's today? It's Thursday, February 1st. All right, so this happened not too long ago. Okay, it says on Sunday, which also left dozens injured. Left dozens injured. The president did not elaborate further. We hear threats coming from American officials. We tell them that they have already tested us, and we know, and we now know one another, said Iranian Revolutionary Guards. So, yo, these people are not playing, man. How long you gonna be a bully, man, and try to bully people before the bully gets bullied, before people get tired of your shit, man? You know. And the Lord is conjuring all these things up. He's doing all this stuff. He's the one that caused the controversy, you know, because He got a controversy with you other nations, you know. And our pain, suffering, and tears is coming to an end, man. You know, but the rest of you nations, yo, you're coming into the beginning of your sorrows, man. All right, and it's not going to get no better from this point on. You know, the fall of your kingdom, Edom, Esau. This is the beginning of your suffering and your woes and your punishment. And we're coming to the end of ours. As the scriptures say, it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. All right, so we're at the end, and you're at the beginning. Y'all should want this to go fast, but it's not. You have to pay. All right, it says, we hear, matter of fact, keep going. It says, we hear threats coming from American officials. We tell them that they have already tested us. We now know one another, said Iranian Revolutionary Guards Chief Hassan Salemi on Wednesday, which was yesterday. According to semi-official Tasnim news agency, city by Reuters, no threat will be left unanswered. You see that? That's war, man. No threat will be unanswered, and that's how you know we're getting closer to the MOTB being made mandatory. Because they, like, when you're going into war, and in the times we're living in with the technology that they have and all that, they want to know all your whereabouts because they're scared. You know, they got spies and all this and this and that, and that's going to be the reason why they implement that chip and make it mandatory. So you can't you can't speak out against this government. Yo, to be honest with you, man, and tell the truth, all you nations are done, man. You know, it's no matter what you do, it's all going to be according to prophecy. All right, and prophecy must be fulfilled, man. So you can sit out here and, we got this, we got that, we got this. Hey, the Lord gave it to you. And He's allowing you to use that. You know? He's allowing you to use that because at the same way you pull it out and use it, you're gonna fall by that, man. You're gonna fall by the same sword that you're trying to draw, man. You know? This ain't no joke, man. This ain't no game. All right, the Lord is he's He's a master at his craft. You know, he's a master at his craft, and his craft is war. That's why I tell you, the Lord is a man of war. That's why you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, because all these nations, they're going to start going at each other, which is prophecy, which they're starting to do, and they're doing, you know. And in Second Ezra, so I'll grab that, Lord's willing through spirit, to let you know, like the Lord going to come, but in the midst of all y'all fighting each other, because all y'all doing is trying to fight for the crown, the next rulership, when it belongs to us. And the Lord is about to show all you nations like how much He loves us, man. Starting with His elect, starting with the elect and the 1/3 of Israel and the multitudes. All right, but let's keep reading. It says the Associated Press reported citing the Iranian state-run IRNA news agency. Newsweek reached out to the White House for comment as Washington tries to avoid risking a wider regional war. All right, which is what going into World War III. You know, the first war came, the second war, but the third war coming quickly, man. All right. And this is all leading up to that, gearing up to those things. All right, it says as Washington tries to avoid risking a wider regional war, John Kirby, the White House national security spokesman, told reporters that there may be multiple actions from the U.S. rather than a single one. All right, so they about to get busy, because they the big bully right now, they the Broad Street bully, how we call the Flyers here in Philadelphia. These dudes are the Broad Street bully right now. Or if I'm giving up my age, but if you ever watch Different Strokes, the Gooch was the invisible bully. And Arnold, they come home and talk about the Gooch. Well, that's America, the fucking Gooch. They the invisible bully, because they've been bullying people around for so long, but they didn't. The nations didn't know that they was the actual bully. They thought they was an ally, you know. But the Lord is exposing them for the devils and deceivers that they are, man. All right. But it says the U.S. response should be guided by understanding the difference between an attack on Iran itself with the disrupting its allies. See that? See, I just mentioned that, right? With disrupting its allied groups that are pushing Tehran's hegemonic vision for the region, said former Israeli intelligence officials Avi Malemed. All right, so all these people, they're fighting over a land. Now, why do you think the Lord is bringing them to Saudi Arabia, Palestine, all that? Because that land belongs to us. Since they want to fight over it, the Lord is like, okay, you can fight over it. I'm fighting for it too, and I'm giving it back to the people who it belongs to. And you other nations, you're going to get back your land. And after those 1,000 years, that's when Esau is going to be completely annihilated, pursuing the book of Obadiah. All right, they're the only ones whose land is not going to be restored to them, since they want to take everybody else's land. The Lord is righteous, man, in all His ways. All right, that's why I named this. You shall have wars and rumors of wars, because what's the wars about? When you go to war with somebody, you're trying to take over. You want to be that top dog, you know. And that's what all these other nations are doing right now. But the Lord put it in their spirit to do so. All right, check it out. It says, it must also be more than a response, but a projection of a very real threat to Iran. Should its direct and indirect provocations and attacks against the U.S. forces continue. He told the Newsweek. All right, hey, Shalom, Quadash, Shalom, brother. Y'all about to see outside Brakatah. All right, it says, where we at? It says a U.S. attack on Iranian assets in Syria, whose leader Bashar al-Assad has enjoyed the backing of Tehran, could be a possibility and would likely indicate to Iran that the U.S. will not tolerate further provocation. So, hey, Everybody, they're going at it with each other, man. We in those times, all right, where things are turning up. You got the Civil War coming, all right, and that's why the Lord said, well, He's going to remove far from us the army of the north, all right, and that like you had that multiple deployment, the biggest one in in New Jersey's history for a while. All right, they sent all those. I think it was like 52,000 or 50,000 troops. But I know 50,000 troops got promoted, and then there was 10,000 that wasn't trained correctly. All right, so they're rushing the gun, they're jumping the gun because they're frantic, man, and as they should be, because the Lord is doing these things. All right, it says Biden administration faces two tests, one on the domestic and the other on the international front, to show a swift and strong response to Tehran. Uh, Melamed added. All right, and yo, now you check this out, man. America is the top dog right now. Just like you being on top, you the heavyweight champion of the world, man. You know, and everybody wants a piece of you. They like, man, we gotta take these niggas out. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. You know, that's where America stands right now. So everybody is coming for that spot. But the spot is already given to who? Yasser Allen, man. The top spot. This story is between Jacob and Esau, and it was written from the beginning of time. All right, now we got to sit back because the Lord said, "What vengeance is His." All right, He's a man of war. That's why He's sending His armies back, man. He said He's the Lord of what? Hosts. Hosts meaning what? Armies. You know, so He's going to send those armies back here to fight against these armies here on this planet, and they are going to lose miserably. All right, which I got some scriptures lined up, so just bear with me. All right, I just want to read some more of this article. All right, it says, uh, Kataib Hezbollah, an Iraq-based militant group believed to have ties with Iran, is one of several factions. Salakia, factions American officials believe may be responsible. He announced on Tuesday it was pausing operations to prevent embarrassment to the Iraqi government. All right, so hey, these people, they going hard for what they believe, man. They're going hard for their communities and their countries, man. All right, back against the wall, you know, bare knuckles, time to fight. That's what type time these nations is on. It's time to fight. You know, and the Lord, He's allowing these things to happen. It says there are concerns that American strikes could further stroke tensions in the region inflamed by Israel's war on Hamas and Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, and attacks by Yemen, uh, Houthi rebels on shipping in the Red Sea. And y'all, did not the Egyptians get swallowed up in that same sea, man? And all these attacks is going down over there. So the Lord, hey man, this is all the Lord's plan, man. All right, for you people that be out there, oh man, I can't serve a God just like this, man. He's a man of war. All right, and God, when he pleads, which means he's fighting, he ain't coming plead like, oh please, no. When he pleads, he's coming to destroy shit, man. That's how he pleads with you, wrecking shit, man, taking this place down as he should. That's why he's going to get all the crowns on his head from all these different nations, because they all going to worship and they all going to bow down. All right. For those dudes that talk about, oh man, you can't worship the sun, man, you out your goddamn mind. All right. Why you think he's a king? You worship a king. You bow down to a king. We did it to the heathen kings. You know, the prophets. Oh, long live the king, and this, that. Why? Because they was in order with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem HaKadosh. You know, and those other wicked ass niggas, like when Jeremiah was prophesying and all that, they was like, oh nah, telling the king, oh don't listen, you know, just fight against it. No, they was telling him to fight against the Lord, man. All right, same way these niggas is doing right now. All right, like you had your Chief Ephraim situation and all that. But anyway, not getting off the topic. Stay on topic. Salakia. They said I'd expected a calibrated escalation that seeks to and Salakia, that seeks to inflict significant costs on Iran without directly attacking high-value military targets. Inside of Iran, Michael Butler, it says Michael Butler, associate professor of political science at Clark University, told Newsweek, I suspect drone procedures are and supply lines may be the crosshairs. And guess what? You got a whole bunch of like the drones that you could attack from a distance, man. You got drones that just shoot missiles, bullets, all that. All right. So this war is about to get this war is about to get messy. Like the scriptures say, man, it says every I believe is Isaiah. It talks about every battle is with confused noise, but this is going to be with the burning and fuel of fire, roughly paraphrasing. You know? Hey, Magan, Shalom, brother. It says, he said the likely next step will involve targeting Iranian-backed militias in either Iraq or Syria or both. So they about to come down with the hammer. It says it is hard to envision the U.S. continuing to adhere to a status quo that the Biden administration itself has admitted it is not working. See, so they know what they're trying to do ain't working. But it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Chakodas. And no, matter of fact, that's what I was thinking of earlier. So Salaki. But whenever you have like things going on like this the most beef you heard about in decades, man. You know, decades. Matter of fact, yeah, decades, man. Go back to World War II. You know, now when you usher in World War III when it's coming in, right? It ain't going to be like once you in full-fledged war, the president is going to stay the president. So you might not have no 2024 elections or whatever. I forgot what year it was for that, you know. But they're just piping you up in a lot of things. And Lord's willing, you know, Biden do be our last president, man. You know, we don't want to. They talking about Trump coming back, all that. Well, whatever. It's all up to the Lord at the end of the day, man. You know, and He has everything under control. We just got to trust in Him. All right. So, matter of fact, let me go here. Which the title of the video is. We're gonna go to Matthew, the 24th chapter, that's where we at, man. We are at the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of Jacob's trouble. All right. All these things gotta happen before the end comes. Before Yahweh Shah crack that sky. All right. Let's go with Matthew. Salak here. Matthew chapter 24. And now let's start at verse 6. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear, matter of fact, start at verse 4. Start at verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And that's what we want to know now, man. You know, we like, man, brothers is tired. But if you really through the spirit, you look at things, you see that the Lord is already, He's showing you the end. You know, you just got to be patient and wait on Him. All right. All these things is happening for a reason, because the Lord has his mouth spoke it from the beginning. And that's why Yahweh Shah is known as what? The Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first spirit ever created. You know, and the end of this world right here. And also the beginning of the world to follow, you know, which is a world without end. And Yahweh, the Father, you know, Abanawa, Yahweh, is known as what? The Ancient of Days. All right, you can't put no date on when He was created. You don't know that because it's none of your business. You know, He's the Father, we're the children. All right, how they say in the world, stay out of grown folks' business. You know, but He gave us what He gave us to understand, you know, His plan. All right, it says, and Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. But you got a lot of deceivers out here. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, For these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And that's right, man. These things must come to pass. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. Matter of fact, we're going to read it, you know? But these things right here, it shouldn't trouble you. This right here should be a faith booster. You're like, yo, Lord, you about to come deliver us. You know, then you know what the scripture says. It says, then you shall know that your salvation is nearer than you believed. And you start seeing that. Because, hey, man, you get down, you get depressed. Those be demons trying to hop on you to try to pull you out the faith and all that. That can't happen, man. All right? You stay strong. All right? It says, verse 7, check it out. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places, which we're seeing all of these things. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, man. That's the times that we living in right now, man. All right. It says, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another, which is going into the nations as well, and the people, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, which you're seeing that. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And you seeing all these things, man. All right? You seeing all that. The love of many waxing cold. These people going out here that just hurting each other. Like, you know, I got the video from the Elder Malcolm, man, from the Chicago camp, you know? And he told me, he said in there, he was like, he said, basically, it's like civil war is coming. He said America is turned into a war zone, and that's the truth, man. You know, you got the civil war, and it hasn't even hit yet, like major yet. Jacob's trouble hasn't even hit yet. Like I said, man, it's not like I said, Salakia, like the scriptures say. These are the beginning of sorrows, man. All right. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, which you have to do, the same shall be saved, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto nations, and then shall the end come. All right. Hey, Shalom, Nakalaya, Yabashim Yashab, Bashim Kakodas Brakatah. You know? And yo, all these, and that's why these things are starting to happen, because what? This message has been pushed on the four corners of the earth. And how you know that with the apostles and everything was saying is the truth, because they ain't had to leave New York. All right. They hopped on the YouTube and came out and started teaching the word. And with all these other camps like Nate, that's why I say, like, you got a Great Millstone, which is the top. All right, that's the truth right there. Then you got the top scoffers is IUIC, because what they do, they went over there to they crossed seas, man. They went overseas to Africa, you know, and all these different places to teach the word. When the unicorn pushes his word out, all we gotta do is come on here, you know, and on the YouTube and speak into it. I speak our sound. It goes into the ground, which the YouTube and all that, and the satellites and everything. It carries it over to other regions, man. You know, where people listening. All right, and that's all the Lord's work, man. You know, that's not our work. That's the Lord's work. You know, Yahweh Shemel Shai Ba Shemar Chakodash. And whoever don't like it, they don't like it. That's on them. But I'm gonna read this in the NLT, Matthew chapter 24 and 3. It says, later Yahweh Shah sat on the Mount of Olives, on the Mount of Olives. His disciples came to him privately and said, "Tell us, when will all this happen? What sign will signal your return and the end of the world?" All right, because the apostles, the disciples, all that, they was on that, man. They was ready for this place to be gone, man. You know, and just like we are. But now we're in a time where we're starting to see these things happen. So this is the time to rejoice, man. Rejoice, man, that the Lord he's holding good on his promise, you know, and pray that you're a man of the Lord and pray for mercy. All right, don't get crazy with them. Rejoice. Oh, let's pop the bottles. I ain't talking about all that, man. Just rejoice in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Bashem Harachakodas, because he's coming back, man. And he told us that. He promised that. He went to prepare a place for us, and he's about to make good on his promise, man. Because he's a man and he cannot lie. All right. So it says, verse 4, it says, Yahweh told him, don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many. You seeing that? It says, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. All right. So you see that the end won't follow immediately. Like that's what we was just reading in like America's threatening what's that? Salaki. Let me get the article again. What are they threatening, man? Iran, Salaki, Iran. America's threatening Iran. It says Iran, see that? And that's what the scripture said. And I'm gonna read the headliner again, show you again. See that? All right. It says Iran issues threat to Joe Biden over responses to U.S. troop death. Now see that? It said threat, specific word. Now let's go back to the NLT, Matthew 24:6. It says, and you will hear of wars and threats. They just threaten America. Threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. But you seeing all that, man. So we're not making this up. And that's why the earth is so mad at us, man. The devils and all that, they're angry with us because we're coming out of the Bible and we're speaking, because our end was supposed to be without honor, man. We're just a bunch of we're slaves. You know, you got slaves out here prophesying. The real true people, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harachakodas. You know? And that's why these devils are angry, man. They hate that. You know, because their lies is being shown who's the real liar and who's the ones telling the truth. All right, it says, but all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. All right. Listen, man. And like the beloved Apostle Tahar, Dean of the Year, the hopeful Jacob's trouble. You know, the year of hopeful Jacob's trouble will be fulfilled. That's only the beginning, man. All right, it's about to get it's a rough road. All right, brace for impact, as they would say. All right, it says, then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. Let me read that again. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. And yo, that's heavy right there, man. You know? That's why the scriptures tell y'all, you got to count the cost. Look what happened to the prophets. Look what happened to Yahweh. He told the truth. All right? This is all a part of how they say, this is all a part of the duty, man. Another day's work. All right? It says, and many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and will deceive many people. Sin will be rampant everywhere. You seeing that? Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved, and the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world, so that all nations will hear it, and then the end will come, man. You see that? So you gotta, hey man, we got, of course these days are going to be short for the elect's sake, because yo, this devil about to come down with some serious wrath, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. So you better pray that you're a man of Yahweh Hashem outside. Ba'ashem Harachakodas. So let's go here, Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm going to go right to the point, all right? Verse 8. And now I'm going to read it in the NLT. All right, it says it's the time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. And guess where you living at right now? All right, a time for war. All right, it's time to saddle up, and that's what all the nations are doing. The war drums are beating, because it was one time, where when NATO came up and all that, and all the nations in America, they were setting up things. They came into power, in what 1619. You know, you got all that when they came into true power and everything, and now. That was a peaceful time for them. They got your 4th of July and all that. You celebrate that every year, how you took down everything and all that. But guess what? Now is the time for your demise, man. That's why you read Ecclesiastes 3. Just read that chapter, man. It tells you it's a time and a place for everything under the sun. All right, right now is a time for a transition of power. But the transition of power is coming from Esau to Jacob. All right, you can read what's that? Genesis 25th chapter. You know, and it tells you it tells you like when Jacob's hand was on Esau's heel. To pull him right out of power. It's not going to be no splits or no time in between. It's going to happen. How would you say rapidly or simultaneously? All right. As soon as they go out of power, Israel is going to come into power. Jacob. All right, going to come right into power, and it's no getting around that. So all you other nations that's out here trying to fight for the next crown and all that, you in derision, man. As the scriptures say, why do the heathen rage? And imagine such a vain thing. You imagining that y'all gonna be in power forever, man. You niggas is out your god dag mind, man. All right. So let's go here. Jeremiah. I'm gonna go to the NLT, Salakia. No, Salak. I'm gonna go to the KJV. Then I'll hop in NLT real quick. Jeremiah 51. Now that's sort of verse 7. It says, no, and that's why these nations they hate this place. Matter of fact, let's go here. Start of verse 6. Jeremiah chapter 51 and 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. And where we at right now in the time of Yahweh's vengeance, which you're seeing over there in all these different nations, man. Like these nations, like you had a point in time. That's how you know that the Lord is behind all these things, because He set up kings. He takes kings down, right? And when the Lord sets you up, that's why the scriptures say, if the Lord is with you, who could be against you? So He set up all these nations, and when He was riding with them, and He let them give them what He gave them, their promise and everything, wasn't nobody effing with them. But now this is how you can know this, and looking at do timelines and history, go through secular history and look at all the nations that fell. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Daniel 9, which talks about the statue. From the head of gold all the way to the miry clay and iron mixed feet. That's where we at right now. The Lord is about to sweep this place off His feet, and that statue will never stand again. And you see everybody had their rulership and their rules. All right, but the Lord is setting them up. So now, like before, and this is my point, Salakia, for rambling, but this is my point, because you had America set up, and at one point in time, when they dropped that atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? They dropped the bomb there. Nobody wanted no smoke with America. Everybody, they back. And America kept continuing to grow and flourish. All right. Nobody thought to lift a finger against America, but the Lord had different plans, man. All right. So that's why you got these wars going on now, because the Lord is removing the power. He's stripping it. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, man. All these curses are being lifted off of us and being put onto our enemies, man. All right, so verse 7, back in Jeremiah 51 and 7, it says, Babylon hath been the golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, man. So the judgment of this place is evident, man. It's coming. All right. It says Yahweh have brought forth Yahweh have brought forth Salak. It says Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Salakia, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. For his device, Salakia, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. See that? You see that right there? That's why, yo, these other countries, and let's get that in the NLT, Salakia. Y'all know I love the NLT, man, because it breaks it down so simple, you know? How they say it's so easy, even a caveman can get it. You know that Geico commercial, you know? It's so simple, even the caveman can get it. You know, and yo, that's what we call them, cavemen, man. You know? Those men and those ones that follow after this place, they got a rude awakening, you know? A very rude awakening coming for them, man. All right, so let's read this. Let me get out of here. Lord's willing, man, this is edifying. I pray that I wasn't rambling too much, you know. But this is Jeremiah chapter 51. And now we're going to start at verse 4. All right, Jeremiah 51:4 in the NLT. It says, they will fall dead in the land of the Babylon. Matter of fact, Salakia, forgive me. Yeah, come. Jeremiah 51:4 in the NLT, it says, they will fall dead in the land of the Babylonians, slashed to death in her streets. For Yahweh of heaven's armies has not abandoned Israel and Judah. He is still their power. All right, he's still our power, but he just put us in punishment. That's why if the Lord is with us, who could be against us, man? All right, that's why he's going to take all these other nations out. It says, even though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, flee from Babylon. Save yourselves, don't get trapped in her punishment. It is Yahweh's time for vengeance. He will repay her in full. All right, getting all that back pay and everything. You know how they say, your paycheck was retro. You know, so you're gonna get everything that's owed to you. You know, you just stacking charges on yourself. So this retroactive pay is coming immediately. You know, and how my man Bernie Mac used to say, immediately. Yo, Babylon's demise is coming. All right. It says Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hands, a cup that made the whole earth drunk. The nations drank Babylon's wine, and it drove them all mad. That's why they're angry. It says, but suddenly Babylon too has fallen. Weep for her, give her medicine. Perhaps she can yet be healed. And yo, that's the Lord. He's joking with you, man, because he know that this place ain't going to be healed because it's in his in his order that this place is supposed to be destroyed. All right, it says we would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. See that? Can nothing save her now? It says, let her go, abandon her, return now to your own land, for her punishment reaches to the heavens. It is so great, it cannot be measured. And yo, guess what, man? Damn, it said it's so great that it cannot be measured. But check it out. What's the banger with that one? Because it says go to your own land, and you got these heathens that's here in Babylon, right? They're going back to their own lands. You know, they're like, man, after this, we getting out of here. You know, because they know it. But at the end of the day, man, you cannot run from judgment. All right? Ask my man Jonah. See what happened with him. You cannot run from judgment. You can't run from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Arachakadash. Okay? Because, hey, wherever he sends you, you know, that's where you're supposed to be at. And if you set up for destruction, best believe you're going to be utterly destroyed, man. All right? Nothing personal. As they say here in Babylon, it's business, nothing personal. All right? This is business. The Lord is about his business. All right? His business is to destroy this place and set his people back up into where they're supposed to be at. All right? In the kingdom. The rulers, the rightful rulers of this place. All right? And that's why it's called good news, because the gospel, what does the word gospel mean? Gospel means good news. All right? It's good news. If it's good news for one people, it got to be bad news for another. You know, if it's good news for one nation, it got to be bad news for another, because we can't all rule together at one time. You know, two kings can't rule at the same time. That's why you got Esau on top now. All right? And the kings that come is Israel, man. All right? So just remember that. Check it out. Verse 9, it says, we would have, back in Jeremiah 51, and 9, it says, we would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Let her go, abandon her. Return now to your own land, for her punishment reaches to the heavens. It is so great it cannot be measured. Yahweh has vindicated us. Come, let us announce in Jerusalem everything Yahweh, our power, has done. All right. So the Lord, man, listen. Like I said, you're going to have wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. So don't get comfortable. It ain't over till your ass sit on a chariot, man. That's when you know that you're saved. That's when you know it's over. That's when you know that your nation is in rulership. Because this nation, this world that we're living in is going to be completely dissolved, man. All right, so the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, and that's the war, the end all wars. You know, going to Revelations, the war in heaven. All right, all these wars and all that. You know, like they trying to pipe themselves up to fight against, you know, Yahweh, man. Like how? Matter of fact, let me see if I can find this real fast. Since we talking about that, since World War III, you know, and one of the major prophecies that we're really waiting on is that Revelations 13 and 16. That's why every week, if you watch the videos of camp and everything, every single week we end camp on Revelations chapter 13 and 16 on down, and Revelations chapter 14 chapter, which speaks about the MOT to the B, you know, because we want this place to be done, man. That's how we do here at the Church of Philadelphia, man. You know, we every single week that revelation is coming out. To drill it in your head, so you know. All right, so you know. How they say, if you know, you know. Matter of fact, Salakia, this is here we go. All right, now this is the war right here was what I'm talking about. The war in heaven, Second Ezra chapter 13, and here we go. 29, start at verse 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. It's just coming in this up and coming war. And this how you know it's over. When like I said, when your ass sitting on the chariot, when you're getting delivered up out of here. All right. Only then will you know who the men of the Lord are. All right. When they sit on that chariot and they're beamed. You know. It says, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, which we're seeing now, the beginning, one place against another, one people against another. one realm against another, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen which I shewed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. All right, so now everybody going to see how it's shot. That's why I told you in the scripture, say every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. So if you bowing down, your tongue gonna confess. What's that showing you? That's worship, because you got some dudes that some Israelite camps and groups, they don't even reverence the sun. Like if they was to come, like Yahweh was dealing definitely directly with them. No, man. These dudes is playing, man. They suckers, man. And the Lord, I'm telling you, the Lord is going to jack these niggas up, man. You know, they blaspheming just like you had the Sakari dude. I didn't even watch the video. I just seen them niggas, they get on my nerves, man. Them dudes, if you reading the scriptures, they got the same name as the Sakari. They was killing Israelites, man. You know? Them dudes is off, man. That whole camp is off, man. You know? They're rebels, man. They're rebels. All right? Believe it or not. You know, you just keep watching, you're gonna see. It says, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in his own land leave the battle. They have one against another. So that's when the Lord come back and he's gonna yell out that yell like a woman in travail with shouting. That's anger. It's like put up in a man. You know, when you angry and you just want to scream sometimes, just imagine your house shot, man. Coming back and seeing all this stuff happening and happening to his elect, man. You know, happening to his elect. All right? And there's 1/3, man. You think he's not angry? He's not frustrated? You think he don't want to get busy on this place, man? Go out your mind. All right, it says, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together as thou sawest them. It says, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. Meaning what? That's that war in heaven. Because they like World War III is already going to be in full effect. Jacob's trouble, all that at this point in time. All right, and that's when the Lord's coming to deliver. All right, it says, but he shall stand upon the top of Mount Sion, and Sion shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven out of the hill graven without hands. You know, talking about what? That chariot, man. You know that he's coming to pick us up in. He's coming to scoop us not in no hoopty. You want to make it to the kingdom, this is what you got to do, G. You know, you got, hey, man, serve the Lord, man. All right, serve the Lord. It says, and this my son, Yahushua, shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by law, which is like unto me, man. God damn, man. See that? Matter of fact, check it out. Verse 39 says, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him. She get checked. Yo, look, now this the kicker. This the ones that get delivered, because the other ones they got destroyed. It says those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land, in the time of Osea, the king, who Salamansar, the king of Assyria, Salakia, says the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came them into another land. You know, right here in Babylon. All right. How do we get here? We was here, the 10 tribes. You got Gad, not Benjamin. You got the northern, if I'm not mistaken. You got the northern tribes here that was here that got taken over, you know. But that's why you got the 3 tribes, the southern, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, that was brought over here. All right. And that's why, you know, America, Babylon, This is going to be the greatest deliverance. It's going to take place right here where you're standing at. For the ones that's watching and learning and listening, that's right here in America, aka Babylon, aka Sodom and Egypt, aka a piece of shit, man. All right, bottom line, it's a piece of shit. All right, it's punishment, but just keep the faith, man. At the end of the day, Lord's willing, we'll be a part of that number. We'll be delivered. All right. So, Lord's willing, this is edifying. I hope I didn't ramble too much, man. Like I say, you're going to hear wars, rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. But still stay on point because the end is coming fast. All right. So, with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone, taught us the truth. Shalom to the elect, to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, because they shalom us first. All right, with that, I'm going to say Muwafa Babu Ball, Kwam Yashirala. To the next one, Shalom.